What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Samantha Rates the Recipe, the channel where we are rating recipes, restaurants, and food trends to find out if the food tastes as good as it looks. Before we get into today's video, do me the biggest favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you are ringing the bell so that you don't miss a thing. This year rather, we are not only rating recipes, we are rating the classes and MasterClass. So if you've seen any ads for this app, then you know they have all kinds of people who are experts in their field teaching you about food and architecture, modeling, all kinds of things, right? But we're rating all of the cooking courses, right? And then at the end of the series, we're gonna rate the app as a whole because MasterClass is pretty expensive. And so if you're interested in that, be sure to like this video, and again, like I said, ring that bell so that you don't miss a beat. This month we are doing The Joy of Baking by Joanne Chang, and this week's episode is basically pâte brisée, as she calls it, or pie dough. And what we'll be making with the pie dough from this course is a blueberry lemon pie. So we're gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna make you watch me struggle buggle all through opening things. We've already measured out our flour, our sugar, and salt, and then we have our cold, okay, that's the key, butter, 2 sticks. So I'm going to just kind of mix together our sugar, salt, and flour, and then it's going to go right into our stand mixer here. All right, so we're going to put our flour, sugar, salt mixture directly into the bowl and slowly start it mixing, which is basically the stir attachment. And then we're going to put our cold butter in like chunk by chunk. So I wanted to pause that for just a second because as this starts to come together, we're going to have 3 tablespoons of cold milk and 2 egg yolks, not full eggs, but egg yolks. You're going to just whisk them together. So now we're going to stream in our eggs, and that's going to help that dough to continue to come together. And you see right away it's starting to make that dough into a nice ball. And so that we don't overwork it. She said once there's no more dry flour, then that's the place we want to be. So we're gonna just, grab a spatula, okay, and get back in here, sugar, and get it together. Okay, so we're gonna dump our dough right out, and we're gonna do what she called frissage. I feel like I just flicked some dough over there somewhere. So we're gonna kind of put it in like a mountain of sorts. And then what she did was kind of just pressed out. And this is a way to kind of, I guess, get that butter laminated into the dough completely. I feel like she did smaller, like presses, but alas, here we are. I put down a little bit of flour, and so if you can see here, it did kind of come into what looks like a pretty even dough. And then we're going to put this pie dough into some cling wrap. So let me do that. So we have our cling wrap, saran wrap, whatever you like to call it. We're going to just toss our ball right in the center. And let me just tell you, I hate saran wrap, honey. I can't never make it act right, but we're going to hope for the best right now. And just make it, tight. And then she said to press it out, flat as possible. And so, boom. Now we refrigerate for, did we lose some? Yeah, we're gonna refrigerate for at least 3 to 4 hours or overnight. So that's what we're gonna do. So while our pie dough is chilling in the refrigerator, what we're gonna do is take 2 cups of blueberries, 3/4 cups of regular sugar, and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and begin making our blueberry jam for our lemon blueberry pie filling. Now you're going to cook this down on medium-high heat until the sugar begins to melt and you see, bubblation going on. So just keep going. And like the good book says, after you've done all you can do to stand, just keep standing some more. Or if you don't know about the Bible, but you know about Finding Nemo, Dory said just keep swimming. So we're going to keep stirring and let this blueberry jam get to jamming. Okay, so people, we got action. You see that the jam is jammed. So we're going to take our last 6 cups of blueberries, dump them in, and we're going to do the zest of 1 lemon. I did 2 lemons. She did 1. She said you can do it how you feel. So go ahead and let the spirit lead you. So while we are letting our jam start to cool, we're going to take our chilled dough out of the refrigerator, flour our surface, and start to roll that out. So we're going to take about 2/3 of our dough and cut away the excess and put that back in the refrigerator and roll out the bottom of the crust. Now let me tell you something. I learned my lesson about rolling out straight onto the glass, and I went and got that chopping board. But if you know, like I know, you better put a towel down so the doggone chopping board won't be sliding all around. Just look at this girl, just a hot dang mess. Put something down, a towel underneath there so it won't be sliding, and carrying on, and then go ahead and do what you got to do. Roll it out. Now, as you're rolling it out, you want to check and make sure that your pie tin is a little bit smaller than the surface of your pie crust. So measure it out and make sure that it will fit inside. Then roll it up and lay it on top. Now you're going to get a little piece of parchment paper and set that on top of the pie, and some brown rice or some white rice or some pie weights or whatever you like, so that you can blind bake your pie, and just pour it all in there and make sure that you're getting the creases and the crevices, as Stovetop Kisses says. Make sure that rice is in all of those crevices so that the pie crust doesn't bubble up, okay? And then this is going to go into your oven at 350 for 30 to 40 minutes until the pie crust is no longer glossy. Okay, so Joanne ain't nothing if not a multitasker, honey. So now while this pie crust is blind baking, we're going to roll out that last little piece of pie dough so that we can make our lattice strips for the top of the pie. All right, guys, so we have rolled out our lattice for the top. We have blind baked our crust. I will say that my crust, I feel like it shrank, and I wish I had not have trimmed first, because it did pull away, which hers did not. But that's neither here nor there. And then we have our blueberry jam, which we're going to pour into the pie tin and then get the lattice going. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our slightly cooled blueberry mixture and just pour all of this goodness into our pie crust and kind of spread it out evenly. I will say this smells like, yes, Lord, okay? And I am not usually a big fan that is, of blueberries. So I will say I'm hopeful, hoping for the best, but prepared for the worst. Then we're gonna take our lattice, and she did a simple lattice, so I'm gonna do the simple lattice. She did not like lift and turn and all of that kind of jazz. So me neither. I'm gonna just space them out like this, and then just cross them over, not interlocking them like, you know, a normal lattice. So you're gonna egg wash this on the top, sprinkle with a little sugar, pop it in the oven at 350 for about 40 more minutes. All right, everyone. So now our cake is cooled. Not cake. So now our pie is cooled. We're gonna try to, cut a little slice. I feel like I shouldn't cut it with the scooper, but That's what I'm doing. And I'm hoping that, you know, it tastes like it ought to taste. Ooh, she a mess, honey. Should I let it sit a little bit longer? I don't know. It don't matter. We coming out with it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ooh, she a mess. Where's the bottom, honey? Where's the bottom? I don't even know. Okay. Well, we got a little bit of everything. So let's get a quick little reset and then we're gonna taste it. All right, guys. So now we're gonna taste the pie. Here's the thing. The course for today, the recipe was just the pie dough, right? So the pie, I don't even remember how to say it, but is the pie dough. So I'm gonna rate the pie dough itself, and I can tell you right now, it is super flaky, buttery. I mean, just look. I'm taking a piece out. I don't know why I'm putting it on the table. I'm gonna put it on my pie. But, so I'm gonna taste just the pie crust itself. Then I'm gonna taste the entire blueberry lemon pie. So there's that. It's super good. It's flaky. It's light. It's buttery. I'm gonna give the pie crust itself a 10 out of 10. For real. I never really make the crust when I'm like making a pie, and I really be making pies like that, like Thanksgiving. I do sweet potato pie, you know, peach cobbler, things like that. But I usually don't take the time to make, you know, my own pie dough. So, having said that, we're gonna just jump right into this. I am not a big blueberry eater. I usually find them to be too tart. I like blueberries like in parfaits and things like that, but just to be snacking on blueberries, that's not really my jam. So, having said that, we're gonna just jump once again right into it. The crust is the best part. The blueberry pie itself, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's really good. I think the addition of the lemon, I feel like I'm hollering first of all. The addition of the lemon really brightens it up. It gives it, what they be saying on the cooking shows, that acidity really does lift it and brighten things up. I know it sounds crazy when they say that, but as I eat this, it's true. I don't even know if I've ever had blueberry pie before, or blueberry cobbler, whatever. I feel like it should set a little bit more. It is a little juicy. And I also think I would have liked it better if I didn't do the lattice, if I had just done a closed top pie, because then I feel like I would have been able to get more of the pie crust. But 8.5 out of 10 for the pie as a whole, 10 out of 10 for the pie dough. It is super delicious. So let's wrap this up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Again, I really don't know what's going on with your life, but do it now. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video and leave down in the comments below. Leave in the comments below what is your favorite type of pie, and if you prefer to bake your own pie dough as opposed to getting store-bought dough. And next week, for real, we're doing the brioche, and I think the recipe that we're making with the brioche dough is going to be sticky buns, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, I'll catch you later.